Our most popular spaces online today are open to the public, but owned by corporations who operate for profit, but not necessarily the public good. Here at UMass Amherst, the Initiative for Digital Public Infrastructure is reimagining the internet. How do you describe what we do here at IDPI?
We're studying, imagining, and building a new, more resilient internet for the public good. But maybe a better way to put this is that we're trying to figure out what the internet would look like if it were guided by the values of its users and their communities instead of corporations and investors. It also means thinking deeply about the current state of the digital public sphere.
But what is digital public infrastructure?
It helps to think about what the internet is like today. There's a lot of what we might call accidental infrastructures. There's social media platforms like Facebook. There's ad sales platforms like Google AdSense. There's music distribution providers like Spotify. They're kind of public. I mean, they're open to the public, but they're not actually built to ensure the well-being of that public. These infrastructures often exploit users' private data, but they don't give users a meaningful way to influence how the platforms are run. One consequence is that users who experience abuse or experience silencing don't have very much influence on how the platforms could do a better job of protecting them, of making the platforms a safer space.
So what's the alternative to these accidental public infrastructures?
Well, here at IDPI, we're trying to build internet spaces that are intentionally public and governed by their users. We believe that these spaces can foster the accountability, safety, and stability necessary to make life online more healthy, and hope that if we're right, those spaces will sustain communities across identity and ideology, both online and off.
What's an example of an intentionally public space online?
We're building a piece of software called Small Town, which civic communities can use to build their own social networks. Picture a local town meeting or church gathering, but online. It's a space where a community can discuss important issues, and it even comes with a toolkit for setting rules and making moderation simple.
Social media designed for local civics sounds important, but how do you get people to use these small social networks?
We're also building Gobo, a social media client that gives users more control over all of the social networks they participate in, including Smalltown. Instead of Facebook's algorithm or Twitter's trending topics, you get to choose how all of the information from the people that you follow is filtered.
To learn more about the Initiative for Digital Public Infrastructure, visit publicinfrastructure.org and subscribe to our podcast, Reimagining the Internet, wherever you get your podcast.